Hello everybody, my name is Valamer, and welcome to Cinder, Survive the Apocalypse. Now this is a game that kind of caught my attention, and it showed up in my recommended list on Game Jolt. So I decided that I'd do a video on it. So, let's do this. Let's see what this game's got for us. Okay. It's the apocalypse. The end of the world is near. You got separated from your family while the chaos is at hand. During the outbreak, okay, so it's an outbreak, apocalypse, you have managed to escape the hordes of the infected by running into the forest. You hid under the tall grass until you no longer hear footsteps. Hours later, you found yourself lost in nothing but your badass camping skills. Okay, I'm lost. Swish, swish, swish. Okay, what do we do about this? I got happy and energy bar. What do I click on? Look at he's so derpy. Okay. Needs 25. Okay, let's gather. Okay. Can't do that. Just gather resources. Okay. Execute. I hope my family's okay. They're probably dead. Okay. Abandoned camp. You stumble upon an abandoned camp as you are exploring the camp. A horde of the infected came rushing towards you. Scroll up to read further. Okay. Okay. Run. You barely escape the camp alive with wounds around your body. HP, energy, resources found. Okay. 15. Okay. It's just a scratch. It's probably not just a scratch. Alright, the next day. I'm low on energy. Results. Resources. 37. You have spent 5 hours and use some resources for maintenance. Continue. Okay. Can I... Needs 25. Gather resources. Build. Rest. Execute. I kind of get sick of eating squirrel every night. Hey! Seasoned properly, squirrel can be great! Home on the farm. You come across an old farm, seemingly abandoned, long before the outbreak even began. You doubt there would be any space there, seeing as the location is literally ripe for the picking. But the farm is empty, with no other survivors inside. As you keep investigating, though, certain details come into light, things you didn't notice the first time around. The kitchen is strangely fully stocked, with no one guarding it. Upstairs, the rooms show slight sign of use, with the sheets neatly folded on the corner of the bed. You don't doubt someone else is using the farm to live in. Still, the food is inside. In the kitchen, a sudden growl forces you to turn around, and behind you is a huge black dog, its mouth foaming as it barks at you to back off. This must be the house's security. You're sure the dog's bite is capable of crushing bone, depending on what breed of dog it is. presumably trained to kill, infected by crushing the head. How would a dog be trained at this point? Did he specifically train to kill zombies by crushing their skulls? I doubt that. Anyway, crushing heads. You have a gun, however, and could not just shoot the mutt dead. Shoot and steal the supplies. Wait for the owner to come back. Walk away. That's a tough choice. Walk away. But thing is, depending on how many people are around, if there's just one other person, a dog's not going to be able to protect everything. They might be able to buy you time, but another hand could help. And it's fully stocked, and it's a lot easier to salvage supplies when you know there's your stash is being guarded by more than just a dog. So I'm going to wait for the owner to come back. Okay. You try to remain calm. You try to calm the dog down, but it keeps barking. You raise your hand in an attempt to appease it. Down, Gypsy. A voice rings out from the side. Its source is a mid-20s woman wearing a simple shirt and jeans. The most important detail being that she is in a wheelchair. She looks at you unfazed, but the fact that you are armed and she isn't, and she says, "Why are you here?" You explained that you thought the farm was vacant and saw the food, and you didn't think anyone was here. Ma and Pa are out hunting, but they should be back soon. Let me rephrase my question then. Why are you still here? To which you reply that you need food and supplies. You and going back to the city to your family. Family, huh? She says. Her eyes trail to the front door, probably expecting people to run inside any minute now. Fine, you can take some, after which you will be on your way. You nod in agreement and take a portion of the supplies in the pantry. Before you leave, the girl calls out to you. I hope you find your family, adding a whisper that only she'll hear. Mine's probably not coming back. Why don't we just stay? And help her. Our family's probably dead. Let's be real. In that situation, if you get separated from your group and they're in the city still, they are very likely dead. I know people are thinking, "Oh, you're a monster." But it's like, they probably are. And they didn't say it's like, I don't remember it saying wife or child. It's like, just said family. Could be my parents. Could be my... Everything is like, which I don't have anymore. Okay. I don't think her parents are coming back. Okay. We got some energy. Results, 0 resources. You have spent 8 hours and used some resources for maintenance. Continue. Okay. Alright. I need 25. Gather resources. This still feels like a nightmare. It's going to, forever. For my little girl. You toss and turn in your sleep, wakened by nightmares. The night air is cool, and a soft breeze blows against your skin. Suddenly, you hear rustling in the nearby bushes, causing you to sit up and reach for your weapon. A low man comes out wearing a polo shirt and jeans, holding what appears to be a backpack and a handgun. He freezes upon setting eyes on your camp and lifts the gun above his head. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were camped here. You keep your gun trained at him as he slowly places his own firearm on the ground. My family and I are hungry. Our daughter hasn't had anything to eat since yesterday. She's only 8, sir. If you have any food to spare, even just for her, your own bag of rations, giving him a third of your stash will only likely be detrimental to your survival. You wonder if he's even telling the truth. Alternatively, you could point him to another bandit camp further along the road just to get him off your back. I'm not going to just shoot this dude. That's a tough choice. That is a legitimately tough choice. Give a third of what you have. I don't know what a third of what he has. I don't know how much he has of the rations. Okay. I wish it was an option is that I can't give you my supplies, but we can take out those bandits together and then split the spoils. But that's not an option. So I'll You take some food and deposit in his backpack. His eyes grow wide, thanking you endlessly. He shows you a picture of his daughter, a beautiful young girl with auburn hair, and brown eyes. He takes his bag and thanks you again before leaving. Mood plus, resources lost 20. That felt nice. Good for him. The next day. Okay, results. Resources 37. You have spent 2 hours and used some resources for maintenance. Like what? Okay. Let's build something. Execute. Man, I could really use a burger right now. Yeah. That would be nice. Okay. Fallen for you. Help. Please, somebody help. A young man approaches you. He looks to be barely out of his teens with devilish hair, a fitted shirt, and jeans. He points to the direction of the forest. My girlfriend got snagged on a log and can't get her foot out. You have to help us, please. Looking into his eyes, he doesn't seem to be lying. Still, there is always the possibility that he could be leading you into a trap. You look him over and discover a pistol tucked in the front of his pants. That is like the worst place to put a firearm. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to stick the barrel pointing towards my nether regions. Hurt, nothing bad's going to happen. Spoiler alert, that happened. A lot of very thug individuals in the cities kind of find out how bad an idea that is. And they go to the emergency room with a bullet hole in their dick. Anyway. Bringing your own firearm out will take longer than he would. But if you struck him first, there might be a chance there. You could even maybe loot him for a key to a car or a bunker somewhere. Okay, why would this kid have that? Go help him, kill him and take his things, ignore him and keep walking. Okay. Now, he could be lying. He is armed, but given the situation, general situation, that's not exactly uncommon to be encountering right now. Okay. Her leg is stuck in a log. How? Okay. How has he not been able to get her out? Is she like just super heavy? What? It could very likely be a trap. I could kill him in cold blood, which I'm not a real fond of doing, so I could ignore him and he could shoot me in my back anyway. I know a lot of you are going to think I'm being too nice, but let's go help him. Oh. There are no sounds of struggling, no sign of anyone even being in the vicinity of the attack. As you near the site, you bring this up to the young man, who casually turns around and faces you and points his gun at you. Sorry, man, just doing what I can to survive. 5 more men surround you, rifles and pistols raised. You're a little naive, huh? Either case, I should have shot him. I'm sorry, it's nothing personal, I swear. Yeah, it kind of hard for somebody to believe that, yeah. They take your backpack and rummage through it, taking most of your supplies for the day. They leave you some for you to keep, but it's only enough to last you through the rest of the hike. The man who befriended you puts a hand on your shoulder before leaning down to sprain both your wrist and ankle. This is only so you don't follow us. It'll heal in a few days, okay? Try to survive until then. They leave you in the bushes and walk out of the clearing. Well, that hurt. Next time I see you, dude, I'm putting a bullet in you. Results. Resources 0. You spent 2 hours and used resources to... yeah. Should have shot him. Or ignored him. Alright. Build. Gather resources, rest. Well, I don't have enough resources to just rest right now. But I have no energy, so... End of the world really puts things in perspective. I suppose it does. I suppose it does. Forest bunker. On your way back to camp, you notice a slight recess near the dirt raised out of the corner of your eye. Upon closer inspections, you discover a doorway carefully hidden on the side of a small hill that possibly leads to an underground bunker. You carefully weigh your options. Forcefully breaking the door could trigger a trap placed beyond the door. Even before you end up killing the denizens inside, knocking on it would be more diplomatic, but you're not sure, given possible people inside, time to prepare a response is a good idea. Well, let's leave. Leave it alone. You turn around and start walking away, not wanting to cause any more trouble for whoever might be in there. The bunker's doors disappear into the horizon as you make your way back to camp. Probably shouldn't risk it. Yeah, especially since you're not in the best shape right now. Well, my health's going down. Okay. You spent... yeah. Resting in your... okay. Gather resources. the world ends? Well, the world will keep going in this situation. You just won't be part of it, very likely. Clean up, aisle 9. A small town grocery store catches your eye as you pass by, with a lone woman standing in the front of it. A troubled look on her face, her expression brightens as you approach. Hey there, okay, look. My name is Nancy. Hello, Nancy. Now, you don't know me, but I spotted a lot of food in that store over there. Problem is, it's kind of overrun with the infected. You want to help out? You can take whatever you want. Something tells me she has an ulterior motive in that store, but the prospect of getting more resources is always welcome. I kind of need the resources. I'm going to have to risk it. At Nancy's behest, you sneak into the delivery store entrance to make less noise. With knife in hand, you and your new friend make a quick work of the nearby infected. Great job, partner, she says, grunting as she pulls her ice pick from the head of her target. There's a lot more inside. We don't need to kill all of them, but just get rid of the ones in your way and take all the food you can carry. You sneak in through the aisles, slicing infected heads as you go along. You help yourself to whatever is left on the shelves, filling up your backpack. In no time, suddenly you hear a scream at the back of the grocery store. Unfortunately, so did every other entity in the store. You try to make your way to the source, but it's too late, and the place is quickly overrun. Not seeing much of a choice, you make a quick escape through the same entrance you came in from. Hours pass outside, and you hope that Nancy came out fine. After another hour passed, and there's still no sign of her, you decide to brave the store again to look for her. Fortunately, the infected in the store have begun to spread apart again, so you were able to take out the ones near the source of the screaming. What greets you is the body of Nancy, mutilated by the infected, her guts strewn about across the floor, and her eyes are rolled back as her expression is one of shock and pain. You see her hand clenching something, and curious, you pry her hand clenched on, pry her fingers open to reveal a small locket. Inside is a picture of a couple, Nancy and a woman. You're not sure of their relationship, but it was important enough that she risked her life for. You close her eyes and bow in respect before heading out the door. Well, I got some resources from that. Rest in peace, Nancy. Okay, I got 36 resources. Okay, you spent 2 hours and you make this. Okay. Alright. I need to gather resources and rest. Like the game so far, follow... Okay, on Facebook. Oh! So this is the end. Okay. Oh, wait. No, it's not. Okay. Behind closed doors. You run into a deserted town with residents who probably already left for the city. The streets are quiet and the houses dark. Various things are littered on the streets, including furniture left behind by various notices of the infectious level. What? Notches. Okay. There is a small drugstore a couple of blocks away, and you can hear snarls coming from behind the darkened glass doors. The town looks like it's picked clean, so you're not sure of what you'll find, if anything at all, upon closer inspection. You can see movement inside the drugstore. Whatever that was, one of the that was one of the infected or a human is anyone's guess, but the snarls make you think of one of the former. Still, there could be supplies in there. I still need resources. Risk it. You take a deep breath and open the doors. The smell of rotting meat pervades your nostrils, or paved your nostrils, and you cover your nose instantly. There are bodies of infected everywhere in the store. Based on your observation, it looks like the place was overrun before and was raided at least once, leaving the infected bodies to rot where they lay. There are still some around, and you grab the nearest weapon to make quick work of them before you take a look around. After a quick round of searching, you confirm that there aren't a lot of things left. There's still some things, though. Whoever raided it in the first time already made off with everything. With everything left. As you turn to leave, an open door catches your eye. It seems to lead to the back office, and there is a small candle light flickering behind it. Curious. You push the door open, holding a knife ready to chase in case there was any infected inside. Instead, you come across a man and a woman, both looking to be their mid-30s. When you come closer, you realize the scene is much more gruesome. The woman seems to have turned quite some time ago, a few days at least, and the parasite had already begun to extend out of her mouth. What? So this is like a parasitic outbreak? And the parasite had already begun to spread out of her mouth. The man doesn't seem to mind anymore. Evidently out of his mind, he keeps muttering, "You'll be okay," over and over in a mantra. Caressing the cheek of the woman, it doesn't help that she seems to be naked as well. The man's eyes are beginning to be bloodshot, and it's only a matter of time before he himself turns, granting them a mercy. You silently approach the man and impale your knife into his skull, before doing the same to the woman. You do not leave completely empty-handed, however, as there were some rations still laying around in the office. Still, you don't think you'll ever get over the messed up, get over how messed up that you witnessed was. What you witnessed was. Resources 10. Awesome. Well, I got something out of it and was exposed to that. Okay, my health is not doing so good. You have spent 2 hours and used some resources for maintenance. Okay. Alright. Well, Alright. Gather resources and rest. I hope there's a shower in the next town. Yeah. Okay. You died. Return to Maine. Oh, I died? Oh, that sucks. Oh. Let's try this again. I've actually been doing this for almost 30 minutes. Okay, let's see how this ends. Okay, white hand. During that break, you managed to get a campsite. I'm mainly doing this again to see if it's actually the same or it's random. Infected by running into the forest. Okay, I'm lost. Alright, now let's rest and gather. Okay, I guess I'm resting. Let's gather resources and rest. Another sleepless night, I bet. Yep, probably. Behind closed doors. Okay. You ran into a deserted town. Dark houses. You can hear something coming from the behind the screen. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what we ran into before. Let's go ahead and go in. Risk it, go in. Look around after searching, curious, push the door open. You witness. Plus 10 resources. Okay. Okay, you got low energy. Okay. You got 36. Okay. Well, let's build that. Gather. Okay. Build that and rest. There has to be something more than this. Well, I guess. Okay, clean up aisle 9. Okay, small town grocery store. Passed by a woman. Okay. Oh, no. Well, Nancy gets to die, and we get resources. Rest in peace. I'm not happy. You have 2 hours of maintenance. Okay. Okay, I got some resources, so let's go ahead and rest. Actually, we gotta rest and gather and rest. Can't trust anyone these days. Yeah. In the dead of night. Okay, this one's a new one. Okay. A sudden noise wakes you in the middle of the night, causing you to sit up and... Wait, no. Causing this... Cause of the sound behind some trees, a horde of infected burst out, swarming your camp. You ready your gun and realize you have very limited ammunition. Your supplies are in the tent, but you wonder if you even have time to get them before you're completely surrounded. There is an option of simply leaving your stuff. It would set you back a few days in terms of food. I gotta risk getting them some supplies. You duck and weave through the incoming wave, shooting at any of them that are too close. Some of them get some scratches in, and you can feel the blood oozing out of your wounds. Still, you press on, desperate to get your stuff out. Within moments, you are triumphantly holding your backpack high while the infected stumble towards you. With more efforts at dodging, you manage to finally escape the herd and then into the night. That was worth it, right? I hope so. Oh, I am not doing good. Ah, shit. Okay, rest. I need to rest. Full moon tonight. Maybe that means something. No, it's just a moon. For my little girl. An act of mercy. And I need the boost of morale. The next day. My health is bad, but my morale's back up. Okay. Let's go ahead and gather resources. Gather resources and rest. Is this how the world ends? Maybe. Abandoned camp. You stumble upon an abandoned camp. As you are exploring the camp, the horde of infected come rushing towards you. Run. You barely escape the camp alive with wounds around your body. What? Okay, it's just a scratch. I'm probably dead. Oh, I am like almost dead. Okay, let's rest. Another sleepless night, I bet. Probably. Please tell me that gives me some of my health back. Forest bunker. You know, I'm probably going to die next turn anyway. Knock on the door. Okay. A brawny, middle-aged man answered the door, holding a sawed-off shotgun pointed squarely at your chest. "The hell do you want?" he asked. You explained to him your situation and that any help would be appreciated. He snorts in response. "Everyone's got problems, son. You're not mine." You try to reason with him, but he stops you. "Leave," he says, closing the door. Well, he's not really being a prick. He's just being... Well, he's thinking of himself. I mean, that's not exactly a selfish thing. I mean, he does have a bunker. Oh, at least my health's gone up some. Okay, there's at least that. Okay, so let's gather some resources and rest an hour. Wonder if things will ever return back to normal. Probably not. Help it. Yeah. You know what? I'm pretty sure he's just gonna shoot me. Bringing your own firearm out will take longer than he would. But if you struck him first, you might have a chance. You could even maybe loot him. Well, I'm not going to help him because it's a trap. And ignoring him and walking away would probably end up with me being shot in the head. And this is kind of like pseudo-revenge for what he did before. So, kill him. You pretended to follow him, discreetly pointing a sidearm at his back of his head and then firing a shot. He crumples to the ground, and you waste no time going through his things. The man doesn't have much on him, but the ammunition from his gun is compensation enough. There are no signs to indicate that he's a bandit, and it seems he has no other things with him except the gun. You're already walking away as you hear shouts coming from the direction of where you shot the man. Based on what you can hear, the voices come from another man, and while you can't hear exactly what they're saying, they seem to recognize the person you just shot. You suppose these were the people that he was working with, probably to rob others of food and supplies. Yeah, that's exactly who they were. Yep. Well, my health and energy hasn't gone up, but I do have more supplies, just not enough to work with that. I need to gather more supplies and just rest an hour. Okay, I hope there's a shower in the next town. Oh, this is what I said before I died the last time. No, don't die! Oh, home on the farm. You come across a old farm, seemingly abandoned. Okay. Wait for the owner to come back. Okay. You try to calm the down dog. Okay. Down gypsy and da-da-da-da. I don't think her parents will come back. See, I wish there was an option that I just hang with her. It's easier to defend a house. But I got resources. Okay, let's build something and then rest. I hope there's a shower in the next town. Okay. You said that last time. Am I about to die again? Out of convenience. You pass through a small town today. Most of the houses are still occupied, and the ones that aren't have been looted cleanly. There are some doors that have chains wrapped around them, no doubt keeping the infected chained within. The windows of the occupied houses flash open as you walk through, watchful eyes following your every move. You spot a small convenience store on the side, and it seems to still be stocked with some food. You don't think the townspeople saw you looking, but you think you can probably lock yourself in the store for a bit and sneak out the back after you've taken all that you can carry. Of course, just walking past without risking anything is also an option. That would probably bite me in the ass later, so I'm going to keep walking. Aware of the many eyes staring at you, you quicken your pace past the store. Once past the town limits, the uneasy feeling of being watched goes away, and you're a little glad to be far away from the eerie town, despite leaving empty-handed. Remind me never to go back there again. Yeah. Okay. I have a tent now. You spent 1 hour. Okay, resources. Alright, I have 40 resources. I need more. Okay. Let's go ahead and gather resources and rest for 2 hours. It's gonna be a long day ahead. Yep. You died. How did I die? Well. Well, this was Cinder's survived the apocalypse. Now, I've confirmed that it's random, so there's no telling how long you can make it through this game. So, yeah, I like it. I like these kind of games. Choice games. So, yeah, this is pretty good. I'll leave the link to the game in the description down below. If you guys are interested in seeing how far you can get in this game, I'm genuinely curious. If you guys play this game, let me know down in the comments below how far you actually get. What else can you build beside a fire and a tent? Do you eventually get, if you're so good, do you get to the point where you can just build a fortress? I doubt that, but I'm genuinely curious how far other people can get in the game. I did okay, I think. So, yeah. If you liked it, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and for more videos like this. And don't forget to hit the like button. It's very important. It's a very lonely little button. And I suppose that's going to be it. I really like this game. So, like always, thank you for watching. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye.